We are talking about our next story, which is actually about the video game Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. At first, I thought that was a really weird name for the game, but actually keeping up and looking at some teasers and trailers, I see why they're calling it that, especially because it's not just following Goku's life, but it's also following the life of his son. So it's trying to look at it from his perspective with Gohan being
Yeah.
a dad, the kind of dad that people say that he wasn't, but he was, just not as at the forefront. I mean, it's kind of hard to be a dad when you're dead, but easier when you have Dragon Balls. But it's kind of hard to be a dad when you're dead.
Yeah.
Um, Either way, the point is that we got a new trailer showing Gohan's side of things during the Cell Saga, and can I just say how much I fucking love the fact that we have seen so many. Not only has the anime been out for obviously at this point, you know, not
Yeah.
even counting Dragon Ball, 20
Right.
years, right? Over 20 years. The fact that we've had so many games about this show that we could sit here and see all of this and not be like, spoilers. It's just so funny. No, dude, we're literally seeing him murder Cell. And
Right.
we're
Yeah.
supposed to be like, yeah, again. I'm going to play it again. Like, I assume, do you find that as funny as I do? That we're just
Oh.
okay with that? No one's
Oh no,
talking about
that's
spoilers?
hilarious.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, even watching the trailers, like, I still get goosebumps.
I cried
Oh
because
yeah.
you
No,
know why I
teared up a
cried?
little bit still,
Because
but
it's been so. Look, I've kept up with Dragon Ball through the manga, but it's been years since I've seen the anime. So I've seen some parodies here and there. So like, of course, you see parodies, and you're like, oh yeah, Goku's not the best dad, etc., etc. But you actually forget, like, no, the main show itself, he's actually not a bad dad. Again, he's just been dead a lot, so it's kind of hard to parent when you're dead or in a coma.
right.
So it's kind of hard to parent, but he was there for Gohan. He helped train Gohan. Again, he just died several times and was in a coma at least once. So it's kind
We're
of
talking
hard.
about Piccolo, right?
Yeah, right. I could be.
I know. I had
I
to.
very well could be.
Yeah. Right.
Am I talking about Krillin? I
Piccolo's
very
been
well
dead.
could
He's
be.
been in a coma. Oh, really?
I very well could be talking about Krillin too. I don't know.
Kakarot just went past my window.
Basically, look, I'm just saying this much, Tristan. I now want the game, and I am upset that I want the game because at first I was like, well, because the thing is, Tristan, I thought, if if it only goes up to Cell, I don't know, and it
Right.
looked good. It looked good when we saw that first trailer, but I said to you, they really have to be doing something much different to get me interested. And then
Yeah.
some people were comparing this to like Legacy of Goku on the Game Boy Advance, and even
Right.
though that technically isn't different because it's already been done since we have
No.
the name for it. I just said it.
Right. Yeah.
But it is something that I liked so much, and I feel like console Dragon Ball Z games that I have played have not replicated that experience.
Yeah.
So if this replicates that experience in an open world,
Yeah. Because it feels like they did mention about side quests.
oh god, I have to buy it. Oh god, oh god, oh Jesus
Being
Christ.
able to explore a bit.
Uh,
It definitely feels like there's more like RPG elements, like in Legacy of Goku, and even Attack of the Saiyans too, which is another one
on the DS, correct?
on the DS. Yeah,
I've never played it, but
I haven't
wanted to.
either, but I've seen playthroughs
Damn
of
it.
it, and I
I thought
actually
you had it.
want to play it.
And I was going to ask to borrow it because I haven't borrowed enough from you. I'm going to tell you guys right now what I've borrowed from Tristan. I have borrowed
You have enough games
Pokemon.
to basically revive me with them.
No, I don't. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Shin Megami
Come on.
Tensei.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I get that confused. Shin Megami Tensei, and
The you,
I
There's
know,
more.
I know his name. No More Heroes 3, Travis,
No.
but like No More Heroes. Oh, and Kingdom Hearts technically.
no, I meant there was more to the name of that game.
Oh,
The Shin Megami Tensei
Oh.
game. But
Oh, and Kingdom Hearts is number 4. Kingdom Hearts: The Story Thus Far is number 5. I need 2 more to revive you. So sorry, I cannot revive you yet.
don't have yeah, you need 2 more to revive me.
I'll. Could I borrow? No, but seriously though, you should borrow Beautiful Joe from me. It's a really good game. You don't have it, do you?
No.
You really got to play Beautiful Joe. Have you played it before?
Possibly.
Wow, you're missing out. You really got to play it. But Either way, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot will ship in early 2020. The game will include English and Japanese audio and support neutral Spanish and Brazilian Portuguese subtitles. Now, neutral Spanish, some people are confused by that, what that means. So, my grandma is from Puerto Rico. So, and Puerto Rico is part of the United States, if anyone's confused about that. It is. And so, but she's from Puerto Rico, so she speaks Spanish, but some of her Spanish is different than the Spanish subtitles that'll be in this game. Right. Because of different dialects and colloquialisms and things like that. So you're going to have some differences in dialect depending on where you are, either in Puerto Rico or in different Spanish-speaking countries. So they're basically saying, like, yes, this is neutral Spanish, i.e. everyone who understands Spanish fluently should be able to understand this. I am assuming they're not going to make anyone, use different dialects from different regions. Yeah. It's just neutral Spanish. And of course Brazilian Portuguese subtitles. And so what I find interesting about this, so we're talking about obviously the Cell Saga teasers, but there were teasers released just last week, just showing off general gameplay and Goku traveling around with Gohan. Yeah. And oh my god, dude, they looked gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
No, like he was going up against dinosaurs and even Red Ribbon Army. Yeah. Robots, which there is some word going around that apparently they're going to be filling in some gaps in the story, that people, like, some questions that people have been asking. Right. Apparently they're actually going to be using tiny little side stories to fill in those gaps. Yeah. And they apparently are going to have the episode where Goku and Piccolo learned how to get their driver's license as a mini game. I'm not kidding. It's going to be a mini game.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
I'm gonna have to buy this. Yeah. I'm infuriated. No, because you don't understand, Tristan. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Earlier we talked about Yakuza. We also have Astral Chains coming up.
Right.
Despite all the negativity about Pokemon Sword and Shield, I would like one of those.
Yeah.
Probably Shield because it has that spooky gym leader.
Then I will get Sword.
Yeah. Pretty much. Do you have Pokemon Sun or Moon?
I have Moon.
Ah, fuck you. I'm getting Moon too. I was hoping you'd have Sun and we could trade. Either way.
Another friend of ours has them that you can trade with.
Excellent. So anyway, bring them to my apartment. Have them delivered here with the game. Poke holes in the box.
I'll try. Anyway. I'll try to remember this time.
Jesus Christ, Tristan. Jesus Christ. Jesus
Christ. You need to be specific in your instructions.
So, I'll say this much about this game. From the looks of it, the English dubbing, seems off. Like, the mouth flaps they weren't right.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's just because it's test footage for the trailer or if it's going to be that way. I mean, well, Fighter Z also had that problem too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just what they have to do nowadays to get these games out, because I'm not knocking Funimation here. Technically not Funimation, but it is Okratron 5000. I believe that's the name of Sabbath Studio.
Right.
They're working on that while also doing live Super.
Yeah.
And some of the actors are also simul-dubbing other shows as well. If some people are into video games but not so much anime, and you guys are watching this, now shows, this is where we are in the technological age, everyone. Now certain shows are getting dubbed almost simultaneously with their Japanese air dates. So a show might air in August, and then a month later, or even less than, we'll get that same Japanese episode in English dubbed fully within the month, Tristan.
Right.
That's insane. But because of that, actors are having less and less free time. So you have situations where, like looking at Dragon Ball Z Budokai, that there were no missing mouth flaps. That was dubbed beautifully. We're talking about in 2002 here.
Yeah.
Right? And even other games too, subsequent games for the PS2 were dubbed very well. But again, they had more, I would argue they'd had more time. Yes, they were still doing Dragon Ball Z on a TV schedule, but they weren't simul-dubbing everything else.
Yeah.
And they still had gaps with their Dragon Ball Z TV schedule, a lot different than with Super, where, yes, they had a gap initially, but once they got the ball rolling, it's been airing almost every week on Toonami, sans holidays.
Right.
That's a lot. They actually had to get oh god, Sonny Strait. He's Krillin and Bardock. They had to take him off as present Mike on season 2 in the middle of it of My Hero Academia
Right.
because he was also doing Krillin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, they're busy. So, I mean, I get it, but it does suck that you're going to have, like, the mouth flaps being the way that they are. Either way, though, gameplay-wise, man, this looks gorgeous. The fact that you can actually fly around this world. Look, I'm not saying other games haven't had that, but usually you're flying over an overworld. So, like, you are flying. Yes, it's a world map, but in some cases, it's a bit more interactable. But it's not this.
Yeah.
This looks like you can be essentially Superman. This really seems like like people make the Japanese Superman jokes about Goku all the time, and I get it, but this legitimately feels like you can be in the air like Superman, fly down, interact with some dinosaurs, flip them off, and fly right back up into the air.
Or, save their nest, because Goku's chill with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Doesn't always eat them.
Yeah, whichever one. And then fly right off. Heck, there were fishing mini games. There were, again, we know there's driving mini games, and we saw him driving in a scene that didn't look like a mini game. It looked like it was just him trying to get around the town. He was just driving.
Yeah,
it is insane.
It's definitely an interesting take on a Dragon Ball game.
And honestly, I'm okay with it ending its cell with it being this open world.
Yeah.
Because normally I'd be like, oh, is it really going to end its cell? Come on. Like, I didn't like the Budokai ended its cell. But you know what? This open world, I get it. Hell, just give me a single game of Majin Buu with everything that you do in that arc.
Yeah.
And especially if it had the
and
the
call
anime
it
filler.
Gohan.
What was that?
Just call it like Son Gohan instead of Kakarot.
Well, no, I mean you could still have the filler with Goku and Pikkon.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I would be fine with that, having a separate game just about the Buu saga because of how much you get done in that saga. Of all the stuff that's done there. Yeah. Oh yes, right. Boo's Fury, which again,
and another game that's kind of ties into this. I feel like at least like the combat wise, like you saw a bit with Goku fighting Raditz.
Sagas.
It definitely looks like Xenoverse.
Yes, it does. Yes, I see that too. I don't even play it, but I see it because I've seen a little bit here and there.
And that style of combat, like from what I've heard, because I haven't actually played Xenoverse myself, but I feel like that type of combat and like changing around your movesets and stuff like that, that'll work well in an RPG more like setting.
Definitely. So, yeah, I'm super duper hyped about this. Again, remember it's also coming out not just for PS4 and Xbox One, but also for PC as well. So again, to the mods. Tristan, you don't understand. Okay,
no, I do.
Get it.
I do.
When you see a flying Barney the dinosaur in the air,
why'd you have to fly that?
Tristan, no. When you see,
why couldn't you just say Godzilla?
He wouldn't be flying, you heathen. He would be in the water. You'd see him coming out of the water.
It's a mod. I can do whatever the hell I want, Matt.
So when you see...
I can be blasphemous if I want.
No, when you fly around and see a flying Mothra...
I mean, that too.
When you're trying to take down a giant mech, but it's actually a Titan... No, because we've had Attack on Titan games on PC, I believe.
You see All Might turn up at the World Championship tournament?
No, because that's the thing. Remember this, Tristan, we've had PC ports of Jump Force.
Oh, yeah.
We've had PC ports of, I believe, Kill la Kill. What If is getting a PC port, if I remember correctly. We've also had PC ports of Fighter Z. We can get we can actually get Majin Buu modded into the game. We also, I believe, had a PC port of, we're getting one of One Punch Man. There is so much, and also we have, funnily enough, we have WWE games as well, if, some character models can be swapped. And even Resident Evil 2. And Yakuza, by the way. Right. Kiwami and 1 and 2 and 0, I believe. So there is so much interesting, funny stuff that can be done with the modding community with these games that I'm just, oh god, I wish I had
I want to see Kiryu and Majima team up and go up against Goku and Vegeta.
I wish I had a better PC. I have a good one, but I wish I had a better one because my
Yeah.
god. But anyway, yeah, this is a game that I was a little upset that the One Punch Man, or a little sad that the One Punch Man game isn't going to be on the Switch. This is a game though that I understand why it wouldn't be able to be on the Switch just yet. There needs to be
Right.
a lot of optimizing done. I'm not saying it could never be on a Switch, but as of right now, I feel like looking at the game itself, I'm like, oh, the teasers. I kind of see why it probably would not be on a Switch.
Right.
That could change in the future, but that's my take right now. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say, Tristan, before we wrap this one up?
I mean, I'm excited to see it come out.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited as well. Tell me what you guys think about these teasers and what you're thinking about this game. Are you gonna pick it up day 1, day 31, day 381? Tell me what you think about all of that stuff down in the comment section or in the chat down below.